Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing Katie's Dreamland, a small theme park with a few rides and room for expansion. Your aim is to double the park value. Objective, to achieve a park value of at least 200,000 at the end of October year 3. Let's see what we got. We've got a train, some gentle rides, a couple of roller coasters, some thrill rides, water rides, and a couple of shops. We've got a kiosk. That's good. Let's have a look at the park then. It's quite spread out. It's a bit of a mess. You've got that one big ride. Not much else. There's a lot of dead space in the middle. Let's check out the ownership rights. There you go. So you own the area around the outside, but not the area in the inside. And if you look there, there's a couple of spots there which you can't buy. I think that was an issue when the game first came out, oh so many years ago, and they still haven't fixed it. Oh well, maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's sacred land or something. Okay, what I'm going to do first of all then is I'm going to start placing down some no entry signs in order to funnel guests back to the start. What I'm then going to do is get rid of all the rides and then the paths. I'm going to put all my research into thrill rides, because we're going to start expanding with thrill rides before we even think about building roller coasters. And then once we've done that, it'll just be kind of like how we did Diamond Heights. It'll just be building roller coasters then from there on. Another reason why we don't want to start with the roller coasters is because the rides will depreciate in value, so you want to build your high ticket rides at towards the end of the objective. Right, so I'm going to crack on, and I'll see you in a moment. It is April year 1. I've got rid of all the scenery and the paths, got rid of the rides, funneled the guests back to the start. So at the moment we've got just under 300 guests trapped on this one tile. Now what we could do is we could place down a kiosk one side and a food stall the other side, just to take a little bit more money off them, but I can't be bothered with that. I mean, it's not going to earn us that much. So what we're going to do, we're just going to close the park, so they'll all go, and then I'm going to crack on with building path system up here, some thrill rides, and then what we can do then is we can start reopening the park, so we get a fresh batch of happy guests with money through the gate, and then we can start looking to see where we want to take the rest of the park. It is May year 1. I've built a pair of pirate ships and a pair of swinging inverter ships. Open all the rides now, just opened the park. So now we can start filling the park with fresh guests, with fresh money and fresh happiness. I've left a little space just to the side of the pirate ships here, so I can expand down this way, and also we've got plenty of room to expand that way. We're still researching thrill rides. We've got quite a few unlocked that we can crack on with. I might put some go-karts over here in the corner. They don't earn a fantastic amount of profit because of the low capacity nature of them. But what we can do with go-karts is we can stack them one on top of another. That way we can share exit facilities, that sort of thing. So I'm gonna start building some over here, and then I'll see you in a moment. It is August year 1. Over in this corner I have built 4 go-karts on top of each other. They all seem pretty popular. So that's one way of getting around the low capacity nature of go-karts, is to just stack them. There you go. I put them all the same colour. That way then they can all share balloons, souvenir stalls, possibly even hats and t-shirts if those are available. Not sure they are. Yeah, so we're building paths, building rides. One thing you have to make sure is that you don't box yourself in, so you should always leave yourself with room to expand paths. So from here, I think this would make a nice good spot for a junior roller coaster. I've got those unlocked, and then from here I could possibly build a path back over here with some. But we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Let's check on the research. Okay, all thrill rides have been researched, so I'm going to put my money now into shops and stalls, because at some point the guests are going to start becoming hungry. I'm now going to crack on with building some more paths and rides. It is March, year 2. We have got just over 500 guests in the park with a rating of just under maximum. The objective though doesn't care about any of that, it only cares about park value. And the park value at the moment, 163,000, which, considering we haven't got a single roller coaster in the park, is not bad at all. So the last few months of the game I've been constructing this new area of the park here. Now don't be fooled by the seeming lack of variety. We've got 3 top spins here: bronze, silver and gold, and there's 3 different settings on top spins. So we've got beginners, berserk and intense mode. Over the opposite side we've got 4 3 falls. Now there's 2 different settings on the free fall. There's an upward launch and a downward launch. The upward launch, you start at the bottom, it shoots you up. So we've got 2 different heights and 2 different speeds on this side. And then here we've got the downward launch, where it takes you up to the top and then drops you. Now there's one of these in Drayton Manor Park, not far from Birmingham. And the first time I ever went on it, I think that was back in around 2000. That was probably the first time I've ever been on a ride where if I could have got off at that precise moment in time, I would have. It takes you up, I don't know how high it was, but it's very high. And then it angles you out slightly so you're looking straight down. And it just leaves you there. Feels like for ages. But and then it drops you and you realise everything's okay. So I went on it recently when I took my family. No problem. Again, it's still terrifying, but I was alright. Although I did, my goal was to ride it with my hands in the air, not holding on. No, I didn't do that. I wimped out on that one. But next time I go, I will do it. So I'm going to open this section of the park now. I've got it closed off by constructing some no entry signs. The guests are starting to get hungry, so what I'm going to do is I am going to open up a load of food shops, build some seating areas for them to sit down whilst they're having some food, and then it should be time to start building some roller coasters. It is May year 2. I've built some shops around the park. Why is there so much sick there? There you go, he's on it. Okay. It's May year 2. I've built some shops now around the park. We're doing quite well. We've got a park value of over 200,000. The objective wants 200,000, so we're doing all right as far as the objective is concerned. We've got another 2 years. Not sure what just happened. I've noticed that a couple of times the game has crashed when trying to use the clear tools. Not sure why. I'm going to build a junior coaster up in this section here, so I'm just getting rid of the fencing that's left over from the previous management. One good thing though is that when it does crash like that, it does resume. It does seem to save from where you've left off. Okay, so we're going to build a junior coaster coming down here. Right, so let's go. Junior coaster, build custom design. I'm going to build it in line with these paths here. So let's see, let's start it. I'm going to start it there, and then we're going to go up. Use the arrows. 1, 2. So we're taking it 2 above the path level, and that's just so that we've got enough room to be able to put the path, the entrance and exit path, underneath the ride when it loops back in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the exit station, and then we're going to go up with a chain left. 1, 2, 3, 4 flat into the entrance station. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we can start quickly theming it. Finished building the stations for the roller coasters, exit and entrance, and I've built the paths going from and to the stations. I like to build the paths first, that way then you can just crack on with building the roller coaster without worrying about where you're going to fit the paths. So now I'm going to build the roller coaster. I'm going to do the back section now, and then we just need to build, we've got something to link it to when we're coming back around. So we're going to, this one now, that first roller coaster on the inside is a tight bend, so we're just going to have to go a slightly wider bend there. Where possible, the coaster is going to mimic each other. Where one turns tight, the other one's going to turn slightly looser, and then double backs. Okay, so now we're at the front. So we're already up quite high. So we're going to drop it down, and then we're going to go into a chain lift. It is September year 2. I've got a couple of junior coasters I've built over this side of the park. See, park value is just under 200,000. That's fine. We've got plenty of time to go. We haven't even begun to roll out the last phase of the build. It is April year 3. I've just built a pair of mine trains over there. I've got a pair of junior coasters over that side. One thing I forgot to do, a bit of a rookie mistake, was that I left researching roller coasters quite late, which meant that I suddenly realised that I only had a small amount to choose from. So we've done brilliantly building all the flat rides, bringing tons of guests into the park in order to make enough money to then build lots of roller coasters. But I didn't have much to choose from, so I pumped all my research into roller coasters. So we've got plenty of time. We've got these two over here. Decent ratings. See what else we've got unlocked now. Okay, I've got some looping coasters. That way I can do my signature rides in this little area here in the middle of the park. Got some wooden wild mine rides. We can do some of those. Let's have a look at the park value. 238,000. That's great. We should be able to get that up a lot higher by the time the scenario ends. Okay, so I think I'm going to build some loopers right around here. It is July year 3. I have built my signature ride at the middle of the park. A variation of it. It is a quadruple looper. Slight confession to make. A shady man from Fizzer Incorporated, the notorious fizzy drinks conglomerate, offered me a sack full of cash for me to name my rides after their products. So, from left to right, we've got Apple Fizzer, Strawberry Fizzer, Lemon Fizzer, and Orange Fizzer. And they all seem quite popular there. Fantastic. Only a few months to go. Park value 336,000. The objective was to have the park value at over 200,000, so we're more than completed that. A few months to go now. Surely nothing can go wrong. Let's see what other roller coasters I've unlocked. Wooden coaster. What's this one? Stand-up roller coaster. Let's get some balloons. It is October, year 3, just a few days away now from the end of the scenario. Let's remind ourselves what the objective was. Park value of at least 200,000 at the end of October, year 3. The current park value is 344, so we smashed that. We have got 1,400 guests in the park. We've got a park rating of 999. Let's have a quick tour then. We got rid of all the scenery and rides that were in the park to begin with. We've got a little entrance here, some food, a lot of seating area. Got twin pirate ships, twin swinging ships. Down here then we've got the free falls, both upward launch and downward launch. The other side then we've got top spins, beginners, intense and berserk mode. Over the other side then we've got 4 go-kart tracks stacked one on top of the other, and then we have a couple of junior coasters just opposite. Haven't given them names, I have to think of something to name them now. Over the and we've completed the scenario. Put your name in there. Done that. They love that. They're letting go of all the balloons, and we've unlocked some. Well done. You have completed all park scenarios in the graphite group. Didn't quite read what the rest of it said. Okay, this is actually a very fun scenario. It's a nice area. It's whilst not being flat, it's not too hilly, so it's quite easily to build paths. The hills that it does have lend well for coasters, and it's quite enjoyable. I would one of the better scenarios on the first section. And that wraps up the first section, the first tier of scenarios. We've completed them all, done a video for each of them. I will be continuing with the videos. I'm going to be doing videos for all the scenarios in order. Yeah, so if anyone's got any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!